Hey Connor, Coach Kilcrease here. First off, just want to thank you for coming out to camp. Had a really good time working with you. Hope you was able to learn some things from us, and hope you've had a good summer. Hope the rest of the summer was good for you. Um, this is going to be your video analysis. Okay, so the first thing I look at is I want to make sure we've got a good foundation and a good base set up before we start our swing. Okay, make sure we're square to the ball. Good athletic stance, good bend in our knees. Make sure our hands are in a good position. Okay, and make sure our eyes are on the target. Okay, that's the most important things before you even start your swing. Okay, the bat's okay the way it is right now, as long as it doesn't stay down like that. Okay, it needs to make sure we get it up as we're going to start our swing. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, okay, is I'm going to check out the way you load. Okay, main thing I want to watch is if your head stays still and if your weight transfers forward or not. Okay, because what we want is all of our weight on our back leg once we load. That's the whole reason we load, is so we can load up our weight and get ready to fire towards that ball. Okay, so we got to make sure that our hands are moving in a rhythm with our front foot as we load. Okay, and all of our weight's transferring back, but our head's staying over the ball. Okay, we want our head to stay in the center of our body and not really move much. Okay, so right now I'm going to just draw a line down the center of your body. That way we know you can kind of see how your head moves as you load. Okay, so let's play the load through. Okay, you do a pretty good job with your head, but what I would suggest is when we load, okay, we get our foot down, our hands are in a good position. Let's see if we can lengthen that stride out just a little bit. Okay, just a hair. Okay, just lengthen it out just a little bit, and that's going to make this right here more defined with your weight on your backside. Okay, now from this position here, when we go to start our swing, the most important thing to learn here is that your back hip is what starts your swing. Okay, so what it would look like would be this hip would fire in this direction, which means our hands would move down into a position here, which would put the knob of our bat in a direction to go towards the ball. Okay, so let's play it through and see how that looks. Okay, good. The hip's going, the hands follow. So now we're in a good position here with our bat. Okay, we've got a good stiff front side starting to form. We're starting to use our back side here. Okay, so now what I want to look at is from here, our path to the ball. Okay, so we always preach short to it, long through it, which means you want to be as short to the ball as you possibly can, and once you get to the ball, once you make contact, you want to push through the zone, allowing you to stay through that ball longer. Okay, in order to do that, we have to make sure our bat is going in a straight line and staying short to it. Okay, so let's play that through and get you to contact. Okay, you do a good job right there of staying short to it. Okay, but what I've noticed in this position, okay, so you're at contact. What we got here is you did a really good job getting a stiff front side. Okay, but it looks like you may be handcuffing yourself a little bit. That elbow's tucked in real tight here. I don't want it way away from you, but I don't want it that close to you. Okay, I don't want it to be touching you. Should be a little gap in there. Okay, and okay, at contact you got right palm up, left palm down. Okay, that means our bat's flat through the zone. And I like the way where you're hitting the ball at. Okay, it's in front of you. You're behind the ball, but the whole purpose of your load is to gain momentum towards the ball. That way we can ultimately drive that ball as much force as possible. Okay, and in doing that, we have to do something we call fire the backside. Okay, which means we're going to develop an L back here on our back leg. What you've done here is you did a good job of starting the swing with the hip. You developed a stiff front side. Our hands are in a good position, but you blocked yourself from using your power. Okay, and what I mean by that is you didn't allow this back foot to rotate up, and that would allow you to sink down into this L you form back here, which would allow you to hit the ball a lot further and a lot harder. Okay, so what I want to see is I want you to pivot on that foot and drive through that back foot into the ball. Okay, so we're going to drive that knee downward into the ground a little bit, and we're going to stay down in that as we make contact and follow through. Okay, the follow through itself is very good there, but like I said, you still haven't pivoted on that back foot completely, which you're blocking yourself from all the power that you ultimately want to create. Okay, Connor, is Coach Kilcrease again. Thanks again for coming out to camp. I look forward to seeing you again soon.